Okay, so I'll call the meeting to order and uh, Braden, do you want to take the take roll?
Braden just disappeared on us.
I wonder if he, oh, you know what? Okay. I see that Pastor Freeman is in that, so I just let him in. There he is. Now he's showing up. So let's wait a second. And what happened to Braden? There he goes.
There, he's back.
Braden's back. We lost you for a second, Braden.
Sorry about that.
But we got you and we got Pastor Bob back. So that was a good
Okay.
transition, whatever it is.
Okay.
So we're ready to take the roll. Thank you.
Okay. I will call roll. Commissioner Diana,
Here.
Commissioner Freeman,
Present here.
Commissioner Silvis,
Present.
Commissioner Jones, and Commissioner Salam. All right, thank you.
So thank you, Braden. We have a quorum. So I'd like to ask you to look at the minutes of the previous meeting, which was March 23rd. Is there a motion? Those meeting minutes were provided in the packet on the website. So is there a motion for approval of the minutes?
So moved.
Thank you, Bob. Is there a second?
Second.
Thanks, Chris. Is there any discussion? Okay, we'll call for a vote, Braden.
Okay. Commissioner Diana,
Yes.
Commissioner Freeman,
Yes.
Commissioner Silvis.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
The meeting minutes from March 23rd are approved. Thank you. Are there any additions to the agenda? Hearing none, we'll move on to public input. And I don't see anyone in our audience, but did we get any emails or any kind of communication, Braden, that you're?
We did not receive any public input via email or phone.
Okay, thank you. So that brings us to presentations, including the staff report.
Yes, thank you. I'll be presenting the staff report today.
Okay.
It's been a busy month. We have a lot of monitoring going on lately. So we will be monitored by HUD for both of our CDBG program and also our HUD program. So that'll be a remote monitoring. They will be looking at some of our documents and some of our programs as well. So we've been working hard, just making sure all of that documentation is prepared. The CDBG monitoring will take place the week of May 24th through May 28th, and then the home program will be monitored June 14th through 19th. So that's something that we have been working on lately. There is monitoring for the Urbana Home Consortium. So Urbana staff, so myself and Sheila and Heather Ann will be monitoring our other members of our home consortium. So the City of Champaign and also the Champaign County Regional Planning Commission as well. So that is ongoing as well at this time. Some good news. Yesterday, the City Council approved our fiscal year 2021-2022 annual action plan. So then we will be making just some final touch-ups to that before we get that sent off to HUD. It's due by May 15th to HUD, but we're going to be able to get it done much sooner than that, thankfully. So we're glad to have that process successfully completed. Just another item of note, the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021 that was passed recently will be providing some additional home funds to the Urbana Home Consortium. So we're still waiting on final numbers, but the amount of additional home funding that we should be receiving will be in the range of 1.6 to about $3 million. So that's exciting news. Members of the Home Tech Committee, so representatives from Urbana, Champaign, and also the Regional Planning Commission, will be meeting to discuss possible ways that funding can be used. And we'll definitely let you all know any updates we have about that additional funding. I think the time frame on when that funding is coming is also not quite confirmed yet, but again, that should be coming down the road. So that's what we have. Let me take a look here, sorry. Also, in terms of sort of other activities we've been dealing with, we've been attending regular trainings. Sheila, myself, and Heather Ann have been doing a home monitoring training, which is very fitting given that we're going to be going through some home monitoring coming up. So that's been a great course that we've all been taking. Heather Ann and myself have also been completing our IDIS training, which actually tomorrow is the last session of that course as well. That's offered through the National Community Development Association. So it's been a really helpful program. I am still involved with the Council of Service Providers to the Homeless. I'm on the executive committee, and we're meeting regularly to discuss issues facing the local homeless population. So that has been taking place regularly as well. And still all of these meetings are taking place remotely for the time being until further notice. Also some exciting news. We've been making really good progress on getting our new grants management software up and running. So that program is called Neighborly Software. So this is going to allow us to really effectively run our grants programs, our repair programs, also the Consolidated Social Service Funding Program, and then also arts and culture. The arts and culture grant programs will be managed through the software as well. And it's a web-based service that will allow us to really digitize the whole process. So people will be, applying online, submitting applications online. There will still be an option for paper applications for anyone, just to avoid any accessibility issues. But in general, this will really streamline the whole process, and also on our end to make it a lot easier in the future for any type of monitoring we'll go through. It'll just keep all of our files really organized and in one place, and so we're really excited about that. We had our final run-through meeting with Neighborly yesterday, and it went really well. So we'll be launching that as soon as possible within the next couple weeks or so, hopefully sooner. But so that's been going really well. So that's all I have for the staff report. I'll take a look at the agenda here. So we can move on to the rest of the agenda.
Thanks, Braden. Are there any questions on the staff report or any of the topics that Braden mentioned? Any questions for Braden? Thank you, Braden.
You're welcome.
Moving on, is there any unfinished business?
Not at this time, I don't believe.
Okay. Any unfinished business that the commissioners are aware of? Okay. Any new business? And I see there's one item under new business, which is the Cunningham Township
Yes.
ESG subrecipient agreement. Are you going to talk us through that, Braden?
Yes. So that was also, that agreement was included in the packet as well. So you can take a look at that and let us know if you have any questions. But the city of Urbana received, so the ESG is the Emergency Solutions Grant through Treasury. I hope that's right. I believe it's through the Treasury Department. And the purpose of that grant program is to focus on services to people experiencing homelessness. So Urbana received an allocation of money that we have then subgranted to Cunningham Township. So you can see that in the agreement there in the amount of $36,687. And this will go for Cunningham Township's Rapid Rehousing Program. And that program really focuses on relocating and stabilization services, as well as a tenant-based rental assistance program. So we anticipate that program will serve about 5 individuals. The program through Cunningham Township will assist individuals referred by the centralized intake for the homeless providers case management system, and again, just help with a variety of different programs. And they do a great job with that program, so we're excited to be able to provide that funding. So again, that's in your packet. If you have any questions about that, you'll feel free to let myself or Sheila know. But yeah, that is all I have for that as well.
And there was no action required from the commission on that, Braden. It was just
That's correct.
FYI so that we know the
Yeah.
amount. No,
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Any questions for Braden about that project? Thank you for providing that detail in the packet. Okay, is there any other business or any other issues that should come before the commission? Hi, Bob. Okay, well, seeing as how we have exhausted the items on the agenda, we are adjourned.